Welcome to episode 2 of The Comedy Kitchen. I'm Dennis Wirth, and local comedian out of New England, and I'm bringing my friends on to combine my two favorite things, doing stand-up comedy and eating. So I figured, who better to bring on episode number 2 than the person who gave me my start in comedy. I'd like to welcome Jerry Caruso. Jerry, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up? Why not episode 1?
Episode 1? I don't know. I couldn't make it. No,
I couldn't make it. That's
so,
all.
I want to tell the audience, if you are on Facebook, please look us up at The Comedy Kitchen on Facebook and click the like button to let us know that you were there, okay? So I know Jerry here, he has his Italian roots, so I figured what's more Italian to make today than we're going to make some homemade pizza. You like pizza,
homemade
Jerry?
pizzas? Yeah. How do I not like it?
I
ate it for
the
breakfast.
Perfection right there. So to get started, the first thing we're going to need is we are going to need our pizza dough. And if you mix up 1 3/4 cup of warm water, 1 1/4 ounce active dry yeast, rapid rise, 2 teaspoons of salt, 5 cups of bread flour, and 3 tablespoons of olive oil, you're going to come up with your pizza dough. And I got it in my little baggie here. We're going to open that up, and should come out looking a little something like this when you do. So, Jerry, while we're getting this out of here, tell the audience, how did you get started in comedy?
It started in comedy way long ago. It had to be in elementary school at way back in Lynn. When I mention Lynn to people, they all get scared. They check for their car keys and wallets. Don't worry, folks. I'm all set. No laughter. That's okay. It means I got to work on that joke. I got started telling jokes in the schoolyard, and it continued in high school at St. Mary's. And then after that, it took a hiatus until I was 38. I don't know why, and then I started just doing impressions, and that's all I did. And then I morphed into voices and stand-up comedy and song parodies, and it's fun.
Been going ever since. It is. It's a lot of fun to do. And we got our pizza dough out, and as you can see, it's sticking to my hand. So what we're going to do is you can use either cornmeal or flour. If you want that sandy taste of your pizza, use cornmeal. If you like it just a dry crust, just use your flour. So you want to open that up for me there,
yes,
Jerry?
Sir.
We'll pour that right in the bowl right here.
Most cooking shows I've been on, it's been pre-opened. No, I haven't been any cooking shows.
You got to work here. It's right in the bowl. Boom.
How much?
Well, just halfway maybe. There we go.
Good enough?
He's pouring that like a little more. That should work right there. So what we're going to do to take the stick off of the pizza dough, we're going to put that right inside of our cornmeal.
That is sticky, brother. Whoa, man.
See, last time Mom brought paper towels, and I didn't remind her this time. But we're good to go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to cover that with cornmeal.
Good to do. Yep.
And we've taken the stick off of it right here. All right, and tell us about, I know you're big, your organization is Comics for a Cure. Tell us about Comics for a Cure.
Comics for a Cure does, we do fundraisers for different local nonprofit charities. We've gone into throughout New England and Connecticut and Rhode Island and New Hampshire and Mass, and we raise money via comedy shows. And you're one of the biggest supporters. You're on a lot of the shows.
I am on a lot of shows, and
it's really good.
It's always great to do what you love in life, where you can, do your comedy and help out a great cause.
Oh, give back. And it's good to give back.
It's a win-win situation,
yeah, of course
right there.
It is.
It's always good to do that.
But it's fun, and we've done it since 1994. It's been very successful, and very happy with it. And I have a lot of people. You're a big part of it. Bill Slemmer, Rich McCabe, Kristen O'Brien. Oh, God, the list goes on and on. Greg Bogus, Larry Lee Lewis. There's tons of comics that want to give.
Yeah, it's
and that's
really
good stuff.
It's good stuff to give back, it is. All right, so now that we got the cornmeal on here, what we got to do is we have to make our crust, and we're going to make it up. And I'll tell you the secret is, if you want a best tasting pizza, you make it at home, because at home, you can take your time and do it right. Now, the big chains, they got to have a pizza at their house in 30 minutes or less.
Yeah.
In order to do that, the secret is they started out cooking pizzas in pans. In order to make it quicker so they could get it to your house, they started cooking them on screens. And while it cooks the pizza a little faster, you lose a little bit of the taste. So we're going to make it today. We're going to make it fresh. We got to make our crust first off. So you're going to set it there. Maybe go an inch in from the edge of the dough and just push your fingers down to make your crust. And you're going to go right around until you got your crust made. Nice. Then you want to flip it over and you're going to stretch it out just a little bit.
Yep. Just so like a mama used to make.
I made these for 10 years. I should know what I'm doing. So.
Where'd you make them at? Oh, well, you can't say.
I
At a
can't
pizza
say.
place.
That's right. I was at a pizza place for 10 years, and most of the people probably remember me in Leominster. Okay. Once you got that, then you got to slap out the pizza, and this takes a while because you'll be throwing it over your shoulder, throwing it left, throwing it right. So if you want to practice, you get a face cloth at home and just slap the face cloth back and forth.
Yeah, that's right.
And that'll give you some practice on how to do the pizza dough. And let's see if I remember after 10 years how to do this.
Look at this. Notice I stand back, folks.
Slap it
we do
out.
have folks, look at this.
Give it a little spin.
Man. Oh, man.
All right.
Nice.
Going to set it down there.
Perfect. Go.
All right, so once we got our dough slapped out, if there happens to be a hole, you can just pull the
There's
piece
no
over.
hole. It looks good. It looks good. They can't see there's no camera on here.
It's all good. All right.
Look at
next
this.
thing
Nice.
we're gonna
Hey,
need
hey.
is we got to get our sauce on the pizza. That would be your next ingredient. You want to make a good sauce, 2 tablespoons of olive oil,
Definitely.
1 garlic clove crushed, 1 28-ounce can of tomato puree, 1 teaspoon of dried margarine, and 1 teaspoon of dried basil. And you might want to add a little salt and ground pepper just for a little bit of taste.
Absolutely.
And after you get that, we're going to come up with our tomato sauce. You want to open that up, maybe pour a little bit right in the center of the pizza.
This be tomato sauce, folks.
Speaks for itself.
Carefully. Say when.
That should be good.
There we go. That's good.
All right. What you want is a spoon or a ladle. We got a spoon today, and we're going to just work it out from the center of your pizza right out to the outside. So
Nice.
as we do that, why don't you tell people if they want to check out your comedy, what's your website?
www.jerrygcarusocomic.webs.com. It's just a long one, but that's what you get when you get a free website. So.
There you go.
And there's a lot of Jerry Carusos out there. I didn't know that.
All right. Well, they can go there. They can check out your website and see what you're up to. So
Yep, yeah, they have a
tell them
calendar.
what are some of the places coming up you're going to be playing if they want to catch a show with you in it. Where you
Oh,
gonna be at?
you want to know it, folks? I'm going to be in Leominster twice. Not once, but twice. I'm going to be March 15th in a special show for the Pink Revolution against breast cancer. Me and 4 gals. So it's 4 gals and a ginzo, I call it. But anyway, that's all right. Italians would like that joke. And then the 21st, I'm doing something for Health Alliance Hospital in Fitchburg. Used to be Burbank. We're doing something to raise money for the Cancer Center. And then I think you're going to be with me the 25th, I think. It's the 25th or the 24th. We're going to be at the Star.
Check his website.
Yeah,
man.
check
We
the
never
website.
know
Don't
where
listen
we're
to
at,
me.
you know? We
Yeah,
got
don't
so
listen to
much
me.
going on. We're here.
Too
we're there.
much.
We're everywhere.
Too much. Like this a pizza looking nice.
The
so
pizza's
far.
looking good so
It is
far.
looking good. Yeah, it is looking good.
All right, so we're going to set our spoon
For not
down.
Italian, it does look good.
You see, we got our sauce
Look
on
at
the
that.
pizza right there, and we're rolling right now. It's all good. All right, next thing we're going to do is you need your bottom cheese. That means just a little bit of cheese on the bottom. Most of your cheese is going to go on the top, but you want a light layer on the bottom. So we're going to grab, we got some mozzarella cheese over there.
Oh, the mozzarella cheese. It's good. It's
Good
good.
stuff. So you want to open that up.
Oh, look at this. You think I don't cook?
Jerry's a pro.
My wife cooks. But
Your wife, you don't cook for your wife? Come on.
I do.
You're a
I do.
romantic guy. Sometimes you put the candle out.
I make pasta. I make my own sauce. I'll make pizza. I'll make chicken a special way. Oh, shut up and pour this
The
on.
great
me.
Italian dishes right there. It's all good. So just a light layer right along the bottom there.
It's a light, folks. It's a light.
It's a little light. All right,
good.
that's good.
That's light.
All right.
Always remember to zip, folks. After you're
I'll tell
done.
you the secret. This is the secret to a good pizza, okay? It is the cheese. Everybody says, they'll call
Absolutely.
a good place and they'll be paying top dollar for a pizza and say, why do I got to pay so much for a pizza? I can get it down the street for half the price. I'll tell you why. Because down the street, you can pick up that pizza and roll the grease right off of it, okay?
Absolutely.
You pay a little bit more, you get a quality product, no grease. So pay the extra money and get a good quality product, okay? Next thing we're going to need, what would pizza be without its toppings, okay?
No.
And if you ask for everything pizza anywhere in the world, you're going to get onion, green pepper, mushroom, black olive, green olive. Then for the meats, hamburg, ham, pepperoni, sausage, and bacon. Anywhere in the world, that is an everything pizza, okay? Then people expand on that. You got your tomato slices, pineapple, broccoli, chicken, anchovy, banana peppers. The list goes on. what you could put on a pizza is everything. They actually have a few places in the world, they charge $1,000 for a pizza and put caviar on it. That's how ridiculous you could go with pizza if you want to. You ever pay $1,000 for a pizza, Jerry?
Never ever, but I'll pay good
will,
money.
never
I'll
will.
pay good money for pizza.
Yeah,
I will travel for a good pizza, folks. I don't like going around, no offense, around here there's a few good places.
Yeah, right,
but there's more going toward Boston.
If you get out there, there's some
and I'll
good
find,
pizza.
my friend goes, I wouldn't drive for a good pizza. I go, doesn't matter. That's how I am.
That's it. You get the brick oven pizza, you really get it cooked up good. It's
Bellissimo.
excellent. All right, so tell the people, you've been doing comedy how long?
This is I'll be 20 years in September. 20 years.
20 years,
yeah,
true veteran.
20
Out
years.
of all those years, what would you say your favorite memory in comedy would be?
Favorite memory in comedy would be raising. One memory was actually in Pittsburgh. I raised money for AIDS research, and we raised almost 10 grand. Me, Tommy Amato, Anthony Clark. Oh my God.
All right, coming up next, we're going to use not all those toppings. We got some of the toppings that I brought with us, and I got a fresh green pepper right here.
Good stuff. Onion.
I got an onion for you.
Oh
so
yeah.
Why don't
Give
we
me the
take
onion.
those out?
Tell them the guests to get
What's
the
a
onion.
pizza without onions and peppers?
That's right. That's right.
All right, so we're going to chop those up here on the cutting board, maybe peel off. I don't know. You've probably done more cutting the onions than me. Or maybe not. The Italian pizza. So you want to chop those up so they look like a pizza topping.
Yeah, you know.
And once we get that done. And while we're doing this, I know in comedy, I get a lot of crazy things that happen on the comedy scene. What's one of the craziest memories in comedy that's happened to you doing comedy?
Craziest memory in comedy is when we went to a place. It was like a kind of a high-class place, and we all walked in. And a long time ago, when I was an opener, I wouldn't care what I wore. So I had jeans with holes in them, and the headliner did too. And the place was everybody was dressed to kill.
Dressed for
Can
the
I throw them on?
Yeah, put them on as we go. The youngins and the
They were dressed to kill, and they looked at us like we had to pick up the tables and bust the tables. It's like, we're the comedians. And one woman said, I have some dishes here. I go, yeah, that's nice. I'm glad you got dishes. But it's like they...
We'll work for food. That's what you got going on there, right?
But they actually saw great shows. John David, Mark Scalia, two veterans along with me. And it turned out to be an excellent show. But we did have to pick up the dishes afterwards because they said, you guys are funny, but, you still got to earn your keep,
Of course you do.
No, they really didn't, but it was fun.
So, who inspired you as comics? Like when you were growing up, who was some comic you looked at? I want to be like him when I grow up.
Robin Williams, a big one.
Excellent
Steve
comic.
Martin, another one. Ron White from the Redneck Comedy Tour. Those are three. Jerry
White.
Lewis too. He was the master.
Oh yeah.
Jerry Lewis was
Great stuff he did. Association.
Slapstick stuff. But he did a lot of good things too. But Robin Williams, spontaneous, right off the wall. But and Ron White can stand here and too. It's like telling jokes to your family.
You could listen to him for hours.
Great,
He's an
drink in his
excellent
hand, cigar
storyteller.
in the other hand, and
Listen
they're
to
both real.
One funny story after another. That's all
Absolutely,
good.
absolutely.
So locally on the local comedy scene, who are some of your favorite comics to work with on the local comedy scene?
One of the best was Kevin Knox, who passed away of cancer. He fought cancer and battled it for years, and great, one of the best
I
comedians.
saw Kevin once. Very high energy. You couldn't match
really
his
high
energy.
energy.
He was,
Yeah,
excellent comic.
Local guys, so I like to work with Johnny Joyce, who's right off the
Another
wall,
excellent
high energy. Larry Lee Lewis,
Good friend of
rifle
mine, yeah.
jokes,
Quick as lightning,
vaudeville,
Larry. Boom, boom, boom.
vaudeville style comedy, and it's really effective. Thomas Mitchell's very low
I'm
key,
a
but he's
family
very
man, yeah,
very funny,
another
like a family guy.
Storyteller.
Oh
yeah.
my
Tell
God!
stories about his family.
There are a lot of good ones.
You could go on and
Your
on.
next guest, Alana Susko, nice
She's a
girl, very funny,
excellent
puts on a lot of
girl.
shows.
Coming on episode 3. Yeah,
Coming
we'll
episode
check her
3,
out.
that's right. Where are you, Alana, for you? And Krista Brennan. I like Krista Brennan.
Krista
She's
Brennan,
very,
she's
very
one
talented.
of the good up-and-coming comics.
Yep,
You watch
good
for her in a
up-and-coming
few
comics.
years, she's going to be popular.
There are so many. If I left someone out...
We could go on and on the whole
That's
show.
right.
There's so many
That's
great
right.
comics. So
And
go
you,
out.
and Dennis
and of course,
Wirth.
you'll have to work
That's
with
right.
me.
One of the best students in my class, and I do mean it, two people stand out. He's one of them. He
I've
works
tried to put some
hard.
effort into it.
He works hard, puts effort into it, puts emotion into it, and you believe him, and you like him, and high energy. It's just good stuff.
Yeah,
It's just good
if you
stuff.
want to check me out, you can check out my website, www.dennisworth.webs.com. I run Joke in the Box comedy clubs, and we're all over New Hampshire, Massachusetts. Check the website out,
Good
catch
stuff.
a show, and you
Good
come
stuff.
on. I have Jerry a lot. You can see the both of us, and just support local comedy. You really want to go out, have a fun night out, and there's nothing better. All right, we got another 2 toppings here. I got some fresh mushrooms. You want to open that out and throw a few on?
The mushroom.
And I'm going to open up some pepperoni. We got some sliced pepperoni. We're going to throw that on there too. And as we're doing this, tell the folks where would you like to see yourself end up in comedy before it's all said and done? What's your big goal and accomplishment?
Not in jail.
You don't want to end up there. No.
On the front page, I would love to do anything in national. I just want to just continue to help people and raise money for worthy causes and maybe just make people laugh. I like doing stuff. I love the thing that, what was the thing that Robin Williams did, the doctor that made people laugh?
Yeah, went to the hospital.
Yep.
And
I'd
told them
love to
we're
do
dying,
that. I'd love to do that. That's such a rewarding thing. That's the thing I'd love to do.
And that's why you do Comics for a Cure, because
Yep,
you love
yep.
to help people out and do what you love to do.
And plus, now they're connected with Health Alliance Hospital in Pittsburgh. I'm going to be doing a lot for them, so I look forward to that. That's a good thing.
And there you go. That's a
Make
great
me
goal.
feel good. Make me feel good.
Die doing what you love to do. I know George Carlin, he did it till the day he died.
God,
he loved
yeah,
doing
that's
comedy,
right.
and he never stopped. So
That's right.
Keep doing what you love to do. All right, and the next thing we're going to do, we need our top cheese. This is where it really gets tasty. So grab a little bit more of the mozzarella, and we're going to cover that up.
We've got to cover it up.
And then if you want a real good secret, if you want a good pizza, get a mixed cheese blend. If you put more than one type of cheese, you get some different tastes. They all come together. So he's got the mozzarella, I got the cheddar. We're going to throw some of that on too.
That's true. Mixed cheeses.
That's always your best cheese.
Bring in great flavor.
They pop out in your mouth. All right, we got that open. You don't want to put as much as the mozzarella, just a little bit for taste on the top.
Yep, that's right. Balances it out. Oh, great flavor.
Once you got that done, and this is, well, let's see. This is almost what it's going to be like when we get done, okay?
Yeah.
And if you stick around for 1 second and tell, what's your next show coming up?
Next show coming up is actually Thursday night. I'm going to be at Fody's in Nashua, New Hampshire with Alana Susko. So.
With Alana Susko.
Yeah,
that should be a fun time.
That's
and
a
you're going
fun
to find
time.
out on episode 3. You want to tune in. All right, when you get done, this is our finished product right here. We have one cooked for you. Zoom in on that. And you know what? After this episode is done, guess what we're going to do?
Yep.
We're going to be eating up this pizza. That's what we're going to do. Does that look good, folks?
Good stuff.
That's what you come up to in your oven. And,
I like it.
You know, it's going to be an excellent thing to have. Okay, so he already wants a piece. You see that?
That's right.
So before we go, Jerry, we did the cooking thing, and it is the Comedy Kitchen. We also do comedy. Would you grace us with a little bit of comedy for the studio audience?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to be back with genius Jerry Caruso in 1 minute. Welcome back to the Comedy Kitchen, and we're going to be about to enjoy the comedy genius of one of my friends that gave me my start in comedy. Before we do, I told you at the beginning, don't forget, go on Facebook, look up the Comedy Kitchen, hit the like button, let us know you were there, and you can keep track of what we're going to be doing. And all right, with no further ado, he's from Comics for a Cure. He's opened up for such acts as Anthony Clark, Lisa Lampanelli, Larry the Cable Guy. Gave me my start in comedy. Give it up for my very good friend, the comedy genius, Jerry Caruso. Go get him, Jerry.
Dennis Wirth, everyone. Give it a hand for Dennis Wirth. Great guy, funny guy, works hard. It's great to be here. As some of you may probably tell, I have a lazy eye. That's okay. I've lived with it 57 years. I think the whole world's got to get used to it. I told my wife today before I left, hugged her, kissed her goodbye, told her I loved her. She thinks I'm seeing someone on the side. Awful, terrible. But hey, one thing about a lazy eye, if looks could kill. I could kill around corners. On the right side only. Yes, 100% Italian. I love doing comedy. Unfortunately, my mother doesn't like me doing comedy. I said, Ma, come see me do comedy. 20 years in the business. She goes, oh, no, I know. Come and see you do the comedy. I says, why, Ma? I've opened up for Larry the Cable Guy, Lisa Lampanelli, Anthony Clark, you name it. I raised money for worthy causes. She goes, I know, come and see you. I says, why? She says, because they laugh for you. She's brutal. I love her dearly, but
her English is broken. She's been in this country since 1954. She can't lose the accent. I told her, Ma, I'm going to come see you. Where do you want to go? She goes, Jerry, let's go for a ride. I go, where do you want to go? She goes, I want to go to the beach. I go, what do you want to see my ex-wife for? She goes, no, the beach, the ocean, and the waves, and the seashell. I go, oh, the beach. Oh, she's brutal. She's brutal. Oh, my God. I moved out when I was 18, and it was a great time in my life. I established my manhood, but I'm a mama's boy, folks. I told my mother, I go, Ma, I got to go. I'm going to go live on my own, gain my independence. She goes, no, Jerry, please, no, go, stay. I says, Ma, I'm going to get a job, make some money, be good, you'll be proud of me. She goes, no, please, no, go. I saw I'd do anything for you, please, no, go. I go, Ma, let go of my leg, I'm moving upstairs. She's brutal. She's brutal. Oh, my God. The best memory I ever had with my mother is the following. I was 5. My brother was 6. She threw my dad out of the house. Me and my brother were crying. We were in tears. Where's Papa? Where's Daddy? And my mother wanted to tell us he was spiteful. She threw him out. She goes, I flown out to your father because he's the Spider-Man. We were thrilled thinking Spider-Man lived under our roof with a, yeah! We're trying to reason, 5- and 6-year-old boys saying, Daddy comes home late from work, fighting crime, Spider-Man. Daddy comes upstairs from the cellar, cobwebs in his hair, secret headquarters, Spider-Man. But when Daddy put on the red long johns, he was all Spider-Man. He was a huge man. He scared us because the first thing he did before we shovel snow, took a shot of brandy and he downed it. With the Daddy, you drinking? He goes, no, boys, I'm not drinking. This liquid warms my blood, strengthens my muscles. I could shovel snow all night long. Here's your first shot. We said, no, Daddy, we can't. He said, drink it. He had the belt, and we said, we got to do it. We drank it. It burnt our little boy throats, but guess what? We shoveled snow all night long. 6, 8 hours, 5 towns, 4 counties. We were in New Hampshire shoveling snow. But that didn't matter to him because what he didn't realize, he created little alcoholics. Yes, he did. Me and my brother wanted anisette cookies, anisette toast. We drank wine with every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, even though it was supposed to be dinner only. We snuck shots of wine, but then he caught us in October drinking full shots of blackberry brandy. He comes in the room, we were 6 and 7. Boys, what's this all about? We said, Daddy, chance of snow. So I love being Italian. I have to say it because I'm in Leominster. There's a lot of Italians here in Leominster, I love it. I have an Uncle Guido. He's a great man, but he didn't speak much English. Hello was A. He ate spicy Italian food. His reaction was E. He argued with you in Italian. It's I. Then he walked away. Kids bring him a coloring picture and it's O. They tremble to a Hispano guy. His reaction is you. It just occurred to me. Uncle Guido can do the vowels on Sesame Street. A-E-I-O-U. My Uncle Mario was never happy, okay? Uncle Mario was like, Uncle Mario comes over once every 5 years, always miserable. I said, Uncle Mario, take my car, go see America, just be happy. I don't want to go. I said, just go. I figured he'd be back in an hour or 2. I didn't care, as long as he come back happy and enlightened, seeing God's beauty. But no, he comes back in 10 minutes saying, I hated this country. He takes my car keys, slams them on the car. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, so they have these signs all over the road telling us Italians how to drive. I go, what signs? He goes, no U-turn. You have to think about that one. I know. But it's real. It's really cool. We have strange relatives. My favorite was Uncle Leo. Great guy, but he's like a little Joe Pesci, little small, little SOB. Always telling us what to do. Me and my brother were screwing around near Christmas. He goes, "You boys better be good, or something bad can happen to you." We said, "Get out of here, you crackpot." He goes, "Oh yeah." You see, I know Santa Claus, I know Easter Bunny. You better be good or something bad happened to you. I said, we didn't believe him. We went to bed, got up in the morning, my teddy bear's head was in my bed. Like the Godfather. And I was always teased when I was a kid. My mother and father say, you better be good. I tell you, Grandma, Grandpa, they beat the crap out of you. I was like, get out of here. Folks, by the time I was 6, I towered over my grandparents. They were little midgets. They were dwarfs. They were cute, Guess not. Good. But I also love sharing with people voices. I love doing voices. One of my favorite voices is The Godfather, Marlon Brando. Can you picture Marlon Brando having, I can say it, right? Yeah, okay, having an orgasm. Here we go. Hide your kids, folks. No, it's not that bad. Marlon Brando having an orgasm. That's it. It's a quickie, you know. Girls would appreciate that. How about this, folks? The Rain Man, Dustin Hoffman. I love the Rain Man. Rain Man does a tribute to the Beatles. There we go. Let's grab the mic. Yeah. Asked my baby where she wanted to be. Of course, she said Cincinnati. Said she want to make a lot of bucks. Don't work at Kmart because Kmart sucks. Baby, you could drive Dad's car. Of course, you're going to be a star. And baby, I love you. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. It's cute, huh? It's cute. One of my favorites is Robert De Niro. Put him in the movie Jaws, okay, to capture the first fish. This is Robert De Niro. You need a bigger frickin' boat. I love Bill Clinton. A lot of people are fans of Bill Clinton. I'm no different. When I get into comedy, I loved it when Bill Clinton was on the scenes, okay? I'm telling you. Bill Clinton, I always pictured him. He's always had an affinity to women. I know people know that, and it's true, and we all know that. But Bill Clinton, imagine Bill Clinton in The Wizard of Oz. The wizard goes to him and, Bill, what would you like? And he says, well, frankly, I'd like Dorothy. Oh, God, Bill Clinton. And one of my favorite ones, if you put him in the movie The Graduate, he has that big role in The Graduate by Dustin Hoffman where he has that scene, Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me. All right. Oh, it's an old movie. I didn't expect you to know that one. They're not all gems, folks. I swear it. Elmer Fudd is one of my favorites. Me and Dennis were talking about voices. Elmer Fudd is one of my favorites. Elmer Fudd does the Kinks. I met her in a bar in Old Soho. We had drink champagne, and it tastes just like cherry go. CEO Waco. I asked her name, and I asked her to dance in the background voice. She said her name was Whoa. That's so cute. Great. It's great to be here, folks. It's great to be out here in the western part of the state. One last thing I got to remind you, drive carefully when you're on Route 2, because when you get stopped by the cops and you're doing a comedy show all night, you don't tell them this answer. They go, so where you coming from? I go, comedy. He goes, you're a comedian, huh? I says, well, yeah. And so he says, I'll tell you what, I won't give you a ticket if you make me laugh. We all know state police have a great sense of humor, okay? Please don't remember the state police. So he says, make me laugh. I says, hey, all right, let me tell him one joke, but we know state policemen don't laugh, okay? That's how they are. That's their job, I think, okay? So I told him a joke. I go, why do policemen have bigger balls than firemen? He goes, I don't know why. I said, because they sell more tickets. He didn't laugh. He told me to go home and work on my material. Good night, folks. God bless you all. Support comedy. I'm Dennis Wirth. Back to him.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you tune in episode 3 of the Comedy Kitchen. From my guest, Jerry Caruso, I'm Dennis Wirth. Remember, eat well and laugh well. Good night, folks.